Good afternoon, dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the scope of environmental studies. What is the scope of environmental study? In the previous video, I already explained some points regarding the scope. Today, I explain about the scope of environmental study by dividing 8 points regarding the scope. So now we go through one by one. Scope of environmental studies includes the following. First one, environmental study examines the natural resources and all related aspects. So, what is environment? At that time we already discussed that whatever we looking around in the atmosphere, they are all called as environment. Environment includes the natural resources. Natural resources means water resources, forest resources, land resources. They are all called as a natural resources. Environmental study examines the natural resources and all related aspects. So then second one, it deals with a component of environment. What is a component of environment? No doubt there are two types of environment are there, man-made environment and natural environment. What is natural environment? Environment includes the trees, land resources, hills, they are all called as natural environment. Man-made environment means bridges, roads, constructed building by the man are called as a man-made environment. It includes both living and non-living things. They are all called as a components of environment. What are the components of environment? Environment can be classified into two categories: man-made environment and natural environment. Then in that we can classify into living organism and non-living organism. They are all included in the component of environment. Then third one, environmental study analyze the ecosystem. What is ecosystem? How the ecosystem can be classified? Each ecosystem is having some speciality. They are all included in the environmental study. There is a separate chapter regarding ecosystem. Now we, at that time I will explain what is ecosystem and what it deals with. Then fourth one, environmental study explains the importance of biodiversity. In the previous video I already explained what is biodiversity. Variety of animals living or living organism living in a particular area is called as a biodiversity. So environmental study explains about the importance of biodiversity, what, why we have to save biodiversity, what is there is a threat of biodiversity, how to save our biodiversity. They are all included in the environmental study. Then a fifth point deals with all types of environmental pollution. In the previous video I shortly explained that there are various types of environmental pollutions are there. First one, water pollution, air pollution, marine pollution, land pollution, thermal pollution. These are the various types of environmental pollution. So the environmental study deals with the various types of environmental pollution. Then sixth point, it deals with the various types of natural disasters. What is a natural disasters? You might have heard the name of cyclone Taukta. So yesterday it hit our Karavali area in Mangalore districts. So they are all called as natural resources. Hurricane, cyclone, thunder, heavy rain, earthquake, they are all called as natural disaster. Environmental studies with the natural disasters also. And what are the reasons for the natural disaster? They are all included in the environmental study. Then seventh point deals with environmental study deals with the principle of sustainable development. In the previous class I already explained what is sustainable development. Sustainable development means maintaining the balance between development and the environment. So if we will give more importance to environment and development is not possible. If we will give more importance to development, definitely our environment will be polluted. So that's why we have to follow the principle of sustainable development. How to follow the environmental sustainable development in the environment, that is included in the environmental study. Then eighth point is, the head deals with the interrelationship between the population and environment. So usually environmental study deals with the interrelationship between population and environment. Is there any relationship between population and environment? No doubt. India is the second largest country and second highest populated country in the world. First is China, second is India. Is there any relationship between the population and environment? So that is included in the environmental study. So these all about the scope of environmental study and what it deals with. So this is the main points regarding the scope of environmental study.